Hi, it's Wendy Hernandez, attorney and creator of Command the Courtroom. In today's video, I want to talk with you about child custody and breastfeeding. So I've had some people asking, what happens if we have an infant child and me and the other parents are no longer together, but the mother is breastfeeding our child? If I'm a father, does that mean that I get any parenting time at all? And as I've said in many of these videos, the answer to the question is, it depends on a lot. If you're a fit parent, you're a fit father, you don't have any mental or emotional issues, you should be getting parenting time with your infant child for sure. There's tons of studies on the importance of a child bonding not only with the mother, but also with the father during the early months and years of their lives. So there's a lot of support for you getting time with your child. The question is, how much and how often are you going to get that time? If the mother of the child is breastfeeding, she has a lot of arguments going in her favor because studies also show that infants who receive breast milk in the early months and years of their life are generally healthier children. They get a lot of nutrients and benefits from breastfeeding. Judges have to balance these different interests, and they always have to think about what's best for the child. It's best for the child to get the nutrition and the nutrients that he or she needs. Remember that children usually can start getting some solid foods at 6 months. So at 6 months, breast milk is not going to be the only source of nutrition. So this also may change what sort of parenting plan, if you're a father, you may be able to get from a judge. But even with a child who's being breastfed exclusively, meaning the child's not at all on formula, you should get parenting time. And, in many cases, it is possible for mother to provide pumped milk. And I had a case very recently where the child was not even a year old, and the parties, by the time the baby was born, had separated. And in the early months of that child's life, the parties were sharing time. Father was not getting all of the time that he wanted, but he was getting time with the child, and mother was providing him with pumped breast milk. So he could bond with the child in that way during his time with the baby. Probably with little infants, you're not going to get to equal parenting time if that's where you want to get. That's my guess. And there may be some cases where judges would allow equal parenting time and just order the mother to provide pumped milk. But probably what you're going to see happening is more frequent visits for the father for shorter periods of time. And then as the baby grows, his or her needs will change, and feeding habits and sleep habits, and that schedule is going to change. And again, so, keep your eye on the marker at 6 months when the baby starts eating solids. And then when the baby transitions exclusively to solids, then it's probably very likely that your time is going to increase even more. So there are a lot of moving parts when it comes to a baby who's being breastfed. If you're a father and you feel discouraged about this and that you're never going to get time with your child, don't lose hope. You have to maintain the course. You have to keep doing what you're doing. Keep yourself mentally and physically and emotionally healthy, and keep asking to be involved in the child's life. Contribute in every single way that you can. Most importantly, remember that this child custody process is a marathon, not a sprint, especially if your baby's a newborn. You have almost 2 decades of figuring out how to navigate with another parent ahead of you. So I hope this gave you a little more information. And if you liked the video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to get our ongoing videos. Also, like the Facebook page. Be sure to go to commandthecourtroom.com. Download the Best Interest Checklist if you haven't already. And also to check out the other programs I have available to help you as you make your way through the family court case. Until next week, remember to keep on trucking and command the courtroom.